What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jules and this is the Arsenal Bloodline, and this is the Gunning Ahead show. I am flying solo today in this one, guys. My brother has prior engagements, so I'm taking over the reins. But before we get into it, be sure to like the video, subscribe and all that good stuff. Leave comments, feel free to leave your views. So Arsenal take on Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, 5:30 kickoff. It's going to be a good one. Sunderland doing very, very well at the moment. In the top four currently, they are playing very, very well. A lot of people had them probably to go down along with the likes of Burnley and Leeds, but they've surprised a lot of people. They have not been, overawed by any means, have a strong team, and they have our former captain, Granit Xhaka, who looks like he's turning back the time and turning it on. He's looking really, really good for them. An experienced player that they got in their ranks. How are we going to get on? Well, for me personally, I'm looking forward to the dynamics of how they're going to set up against us. Obviously, we're the team in form. We're the team to beat. They've been playing some free-flowing football. Their last outing against Chelsea, they looked very, very convincing. They got about them, kept going to the end. They also employ the long throw as well. Very, very dangerous. So I'm interested in looking how and see how it's going to pan out when we get there. But for me, I'm very confident in this one. Looking forward to it, as I said. I feel we've still got enough, even though we've got a couple of players missing. It looks like Gyokeres is going to miss this one. Zubimendi, don't know if he's going to make it in time or not, but I still believe we've got enough there to get the result we want, get the three points. But it is an interesting game because a lot of people are tipping them or tipping us maybe to get a draw. It's going to be tricky. Let's not lie. Yes, they've come up from the Championship, and it's a game. If you want to be champions, you have to go to places like that, and you have to get the win. No disrespect to them and all, but these are places just like Burnley last week. We must go there, impose ourselves on them, control the game, and do what we do. Defend, score goals. Whether it be a set piece, open play, who cares? A goal's a goal. It counts. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the lineup's going to be in this one as well, considering there are a lot of key players out. We haven't managed to be able to utilize that rotation that, I was looking forward to as well. So it looks like the team will probably be the same. Raya in goal, the back four of Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber. Declan Rice will start. Like I said, Zubimendi, I don't know if he's available, but it looks like if not, Norgard, excellent in midweek. I'm sure he can step in and do a job. No problem there. Ezra back in the 10. Trossard on the left, Moreno deputizing up front, and Saka on the right. Now, just recently, with Saka coming back from his injury, he's had some good games, he's had some average games, and he's had some games where he's been non-existent. I thought he was great against Burnley last week, but then he was a bit quiet midweek. I'm not worried about him because he's Saka. He's a star boy, he does his thing, but we need him to kind of step up the levels as well, just to get everyone else stepping up their levels. As if he's firing in that game, I think we'll be all right as well. Moreno, another curious character, a very curious player. Doesn't really pull up any massive trees, but he goes about his business quietly. And when it comes to going up front and scoring goals, he has this knack of just nicking goals. He's very good at it. His finishing ability is very, very good. So we can count on that. But yeah, and he also then does drop off a bit as well, I suppose. Makes the extra man in midfield. Trossard, again, I'm getting a little bit worried about his position because there's no one directly to come and relieve him. He's having to play and play and play and play. And I'm just worried for him that something might happen to him, and we cannot afford that. Martinelli's out. There's no one else to come in and step in and do that job if he goes down. But something tells me he'll have a good game tomorrow and he'll score. Just got this feeling about him. Don't know why. But yeah, I think he'll do a job for us tomorrow. Declan Rice, yeah, always nice. You know what I mean? This guy is, yeah, he's just getting better and better and better for me. And I think he's going to be the guy to nullify Granit Xhaka. We all know that Xhaka is quality player on the ball. He's been directing a lot of Sunderland's play, and they look to him to dictate games for them. But I think we can have him under wraps and have him locked up. And yeah, the defense will just do what they do, man. Raya, you know, hasn't had, it's like he's been a passenger. He hasn't had much to do, which is great but for him, I guess he wants some sort of action. But as long as he stays concentrated and, you know, continues to play at the back the way he does, because I've noticed as well, a lot of less risk now. When it's time to go long, he looks at that long ball down the channels, diagonal, you know. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying watching him having to do that because that's all he can do at the moment. So that's good. The back four, Jurriën Timber, hopefully, again, just carries on to have a storming game. This guy is just superb, absolutely superb. And Calafiori, again, wonderful season he's having, and hopefully tomorrow, more of the same for him. The way he drifts into midfield, goes up front sometimes, you know, he can pop off a shot himself and score some fantastic goals. And the back two, Saliba, Gabriel, they're the two best centre-backs in the league. Probably the two best centre-backs in Europe at the moment. You know, I'm hearing noise from down the road talking about another pair. No, sorry, don't even come close. It's not even a contest. You're not even in the contest. Yeah. But yeah, so all saying that, yeah, I'm expecting the 3 points, definitely 100%. As long as we can impose ourselves, take control of the game, I think we'll be okay, no problem. Like I said, team lineup I just expect it to be the same as it's been. Maybe apart from Moreno coming in and filling in that gap for Gyokeres, and hopefully during this international break, a lot of the players who are out injured already will find themselves coming back or be in contention for the North London derby, because we can't just keep going on just what we've got. This current 11 is great. We have got other players like Wanyeri to come in, Miles Skelly to come in. Obviously, if Max Dowman's in the match day squad, he can come and do a job. You know, Hincapie's there, Ben White's there. But these, you know, I mean, a lot of that is defensive players. We need those attacking players back after the international break. And I'm just hope that Gyokeres' muscle injury or whatever he has is not too serious and he will be back. You know, just as he's getting into a little bit of, you know, playing well and scoring goals, out he goes. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we must continue to march on. We must pick up those 3 points before this international break. It's important that we get these 3 points as well, considering our title rivals, Liverpool, Man City, will be playing on Sunday. So it's vital to pick up the 3 points. Again, put the pressure on them. I mean, in an ideal world, the draw is the best possible outcome. They both drop 2 points. That's great. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, that's another reason why we must win. Guys, yeah, man, let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your score predictions. Let me give you my score prediction now. I'm going 2-0 to the Arsenal. I think it'll be very similar to the Burnley game. I think they'll play well. They'll start off well, but eventually they'll tire. We'll break them down, smother them, do what we usually do, and yeah, get a win. You know what I mean? And get that big dub before the international break. That's all I'm interested in right now. You know what I mean? But guys, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, score predictions, starting lineups, all that good stuff. And remember, like the video, subscribe if you're new or you haven't already, share the thing. And again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another video. Peace.